Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of RCB TV. If you are new here, my name is Raegan Thomson. I cover all things bodybuilding and this is the video that I've been counting down to do. I'm so excited to do this. This is the Olympia 2023 predictions. So guys, let's jump straight in. You have no idea how excited I am about this. The amount of messages I've had about people asking me of opinions of what's going to take place at the Olympia. I ask Andy every 5 minutes what his top 5 in open is. He hates that chat, so this is like my outlet to have this chat with whoever's watching. And put your opinions down below. Let me know what you think is going to happen, guys. So let's jump straight into it. Let's start with the open category. So, first things first, I think Thomson is going to be number one. And the reason I think that he's going to win the Olympia this year is the improvements that he makes show to show are crazy, like really dramatic. I seen him at the Arnold 2 years ago, and to what he looks like now is just absolutely crazy. Every show he's gotten bigger, better. His shape is just incredible, and his condition. If he brings it at the Olympia, I think that he is going to take that win. Second place, I think it's going to go to Derek. From what I've seen on Instagram, his improvements have been pretty dramatic as well. So I think that they're going to get rewarded for the progress that they've made. Thomson and Derek, I think they're going to be the most improved at the Olympia in terms of the open category. So yeah, I think it's going to go Thomson, Derek. And third place, I think, is going to go to Nick. Nick Walker is just one of the people that is so undeniable on stage. When he's standing on that lineup, it's really hard to pick faults with Nick because he's just got so much muscle mass. His condition is always on point. And he's just got detail everywhere, like in his midsection, his core. Like a lot of people used to say that was his downfall because it was blocky, as they said. But honestly, I think he just looks incredible in any lineup. And I remember watching the Olympia last year and thinking he just looked incredible in that lineup. And it was the same at the Arnold as well. So I do think Nick is going to be third for their reasons. And then I think fourth place will be Hadi. We haven't seen a ton of updates from Hadi. I think we've seen one about 8 weeks out and he did look really pretty good. But I think he is going to slip down to that fourth spot because I think they're going to be more biased towards shape this year. Not that he's got a bad shape, but there is people that have superior shape to him. So I think that's what's going to go down in open. That fifth spot for me is probably the hardest to pick. And I'm going to leave it as I think it's either going to be Andrew. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be Andrew. I think Brandon Curry is going to slip down. And the reason why I think he's going to slip down places again this year is I don't think that he'll be improved any from his last showing. So I think Andrew's going to be improved. They're going to reward him with a fifth place for that. And I think Brandon is going to slip down to probably that sixth spot. So I am only going to do the top 6 for open because after that it just gets so hard to choose. The talent this year, the lineup is just incredible. So that is my top 6 for open. We'll see what happens. I change my opinion pretty much every day, but I'm locking it down now with this video, and it is Saturday the 28th of October before I fly out to Orlando tomorrow. So that is my top 6 for the open. Now let's jump into the bikini category, which obviously I love. I compete in bikini, so this one is really tough for me. And the reasons it's so tough is it could literally be anyone's win. It's splitting hairs in bikini of who gets it. It's normally 1-2 points between places within bikini, so it is really close. I think that Maureen is going to take a second win. So I think she's going to win the Mr. Olympia 2023. She just looks incredible, and she's got that, it's really hard to describe, she's got that really bubbly, full muscle, and it's smooth and it's pretty, and it's just so nice to look at. Her condition is absolute spot on for bikini. It's nice and conditioned, but no striations. It's smooth, it looks healthy, it just looks incredible. And I honestly, when she's on stage, it's so hard to take your eyes off her. She's just got something about her that honestly it's hard to describe unless you're there and actually witness it in person. So I think that Maureen is going to take the win. I then think that Laura Lee is going to take second place, as long as she brings in the condition that she brought at the Arnold, which a lot of people won't think that makes sense because Laura Lee beat Maureen at the Arnold. But I think that bikini, they always set the standard of bikini at the Olympia, and a lot of people question the criteria during the year because of who they're selecting for their winner, what kind of look they're going to go for. I think that they are going to stay with Maureen rather than the more muscular look that a lot of people are predicting that is going to win. So I think that it's going to be Maureen, Laura Lee, as long as she brings in a softer look to the Olympia last year that she brought. And then in third place, I think it's going to be Jennifer Dory. Again, I think she could potentially take the win as well. She's always got a really good condition. A lot of people said she was too lean last year, just a hair too lean. She's normally spot on wear condition, and she's perfect condition for bikini in terms of not too lean. She always comes in within about a pound of where she needs to be. So last year it was a pound too light. She was too lean. I think she's going to come spot on this year. She knows what she needs to do to take that win. So I do think that we'll see her in third place. Fourth place, I think we're going to see Amy Delgado. This is her second Olympian. She came sixth last year. So I think we're going to see her move up to that fourth spot this year. She is definitely on the more muscular side. But I think this is going to play in her favour, standing next to Laura Lee, who is really muscular as well. So I think that's where she is going to place this year. And in that fifth spot, I think we're going to see Ashley Kaltwalzer in the fifth spot. And the reason for this is Ashley normally comes in our look's pretty predictable. It's always within, like, I would say 2% of each show when she shows up. So I think that she's going to come in looking like Ashley, the same condition, which is obviously spot on for bikini. I think she's going to be a little bit smaller in that first call out lineup, which she always is. And I think that's why she's going to slip down to that fifth spot this year. So that is my top 5 for bikini. I'm only going to do the top 5 for bikini because it is incredibly difficult to predict that. Next, we will move into men's physique, and this is where it gets exciting. I think this is like the most excited I've ever been for men's physique. It's normally a category that I don't have too much interest in, but this year, each year it seems to be getting better and better, to be honest. We now have the new weight caps in there. So we'll see how that changes and more things this year, and also the legs are going to be judged this year. So things are definitely going to be changing in men's physique. We had Chiron take out Erin Banks, the current Mr. Olympia, at, I can't remember what show, was it Hurricane Pro? I think it was maybe, just a few weeks ago. So my top 4 or 5 for men's physique, I think Chiron is going to take number 1. And the reason why I think that he's going to take that top spot is his development and his bubbly muscle is just exactly what men's physique is about. And I think it's really going to be quite tough between him and Erin Banks. I think they're really going to be battling it out, they two. So I see Chiron taking first spot, Erin taking second place. I then think that Brandon Hendrickson is going to take that third spot. And then I think that fourth place is going to be, I think you say his name is Jeremy Brandale. Yeah. I think he's going to take that fourth spot. And I know it's his comeback and everyone is predicting that he may win, but I honestly think that his back shot is lacking compared to the other three. So that's where I see the men's physique. I can't wait to see this in person. It's going to be so exciting. It is going to be a battle up on that stage. Right, let's move on to fitness. Apologies, my voice is a little bit raspy today. I'm not sure what's going on, but hopefully I'm not getting ill because I am on my way to the Olympia tomorrow. So yes, here's hoping I'm fine. Fitness, right. So I think that, so I've seen a lot of the footage on Instagram, and Missy's face is looking dialed in, like skull face. I've never seen Missy that skull-like before, so I think she's going to be absolute spot on the physique ground. However, I do think that Ariel is going to win this fitness Olympia. And I kind of want her to win. Well, I do want her to win. She's like my favourite in fitness. I want Ariel to win. So I don't know if I'm biased on this, but I was there when Ariel won at the Arnold. And I predicted she would win that Arnold. And I'm going to stick with my girl Ariel. I want her to win. She's going to win. I'm manifesting that for her. She deserves that win. I can't wait to see her up there. And yeah, it's exciting. So I've got Ariel for number 1 spot. I then have Missy for number 2. Again, her the physique round, I think that she's probably going to dominate in, but we'll wait and see. And then third place, I'm going to say Whitney. I think Whitney will take third. But let's see. I follow fitness, but not as closely as I probably should. But yeah, that's my top 3 for fitness. Now let's jump into the wellness category. And I think this is such an easy win for Franciella. I think Franciella is going to be in number 1, Isa number 2, and third place, I think Raegan Thomson is going to take third place. So my personal opinion of wellness is that Franciella and Isa are absolute miles ahead of all the other girls in terms of what the wellness category should be. And what the standard is. I think they are apples and oranges to the rest of the wellness girls. I really liked Babby's look, but she is not competing right now, and she's not doing the Olympia. But I would really like to see her come back, because I think that with a little bit more development, she could be in that category with Franciella and Isa. They just have that tiny, tiny waist, and the upper is small and it's pretty to look at, and their lower is absolute spot on. It's huge, but it's not too huge. It looks odd. They two are just miles ahead of the rest, in my personal opinion. And yeah, so that's how I see the wellness category going down. Next, we have figure. And I think, again, this is an easy one. I think Sydney's going to take that one again. She is, like Maureen, she is incredible up on that stage. Honestly, she just has that it factor. You can't take your eyes off her. Although she is probably the smallest on that figure stage, she just dominates it. Honestly, it's incredible to see. And if you've not seen her in person on stage, go and watch her, because it is incredible. Even from her videos, you can tell that she just is absolutely flawless up there, and it really is a spectacle. So I think she's going to take the win in figure. I think closely behind her we'll see Lola, who is also always looks incredible and is really eye-catching on stage. I think we'll see Jessica up there Again, her X-frame is just so pretty, so nice to look at. It's super impressive. And I would like to see Rhea in that top 5. Obviously, she's from the UK. I've got to back the UK girls. So I would like to see her in the top 5. Next, we have, what category do we have? Oh, next we have 212. And I do follow 212, but probably not enough to deep dive into a top 5 that I think. So I'm going to give you the top 3. I think it's going to be Sean Clarida. Oh, I can't speak. Sean Clarida. He is going to take that number 1 spot. He is just, there's so much muscle on his frame. I don't think he can get a pound more on there. There's no gaps in his physique. I don't see how he can't get it, because he always comes in absolutely peeled. So again, I see that going to him, pretty easy win. And then I would like to see Keon move up this year, because I thought last year he should have got higher than he'd placed. So I'd like to see him in that top 3. And I think that Angel is going to be in the top 3 as well. So that is my top 3 for 212. So I'm going to say Sean, Angel, Keon. Okay, so that's what I'm locking in. And I really hope that Keon moves up, because his shape is just incredible. And I do think that he is going to be dominating the 212 in years to come after Sean retires or moves to Open. So now let's move on to women's physique division. And I am going to say that I have... This is a tough one for me. I think Natalia is going to win again. I think she's going to take a second win. And I think Sarah is going to come second to Natalia. The reason I think this, and I know Sarah said that she softened up her look last year and that she's going to bring it in hard this year. I just remember seeing them both on stage and thinking Natalia's got this all day. So I know Sarah said that she wasn't 100%, but I do think even if Sarah does bring it 100%, I see it going to Natalia. I could be wrong. Let's just see what happens. But that's what I'm going to lock in anyway. And for women's bodybuilding, I think that Andrea is going to take that top spot. Andrea Shaw. She just has that really pretty look that I think the IFBB want to represent the women's bodybuilding. She is still feminine, she's pretty, she's huge, she's conditioned. I mean, what more could you ask for? So I think that she is going to take that top spot this year. Again, now let's move on to classic physique. I think that Chris Bumstead is obviously going to take that win. Obviously, I can't wait to see him compete in person. This will be my first time seeing him compete in person. I can't wait. Yeah, it's going to be good. I think that Ramon is going to take second place. Urs is going to take third place. And I think, what's that guy's name? Patrick Chu's client. Not Michael. The other guy. Let me find it. I'm not sure if this is how you pronounce it, but it's Laszlo. I think that he's going to be in the top 5. He's got an incredible look. So I think he's going to be in the top 5. And I'm not sure who's going to take that 4th and 5th spot. Laszlo, Patrick Chu's client, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He looks incredible, so I think that he could potentially take it. We've also got Terence Ruffin. We've also got Brion, who is staying in Classic Physique this year. We also have Mike, who was top 5 last year, who looked incredible. We've got Wesley Vissers, Alex. Geez, this lineup is going to be incredible for Classic. It's going to be some battle for the 2nd through 10th spot. Is going to be really close on this one. So guys, that is my top Olympia predictions for 2023. They're locked in. yeah, this is exciting. I will try and get up a video between prejudging and finals, probably just on my iPhone if I can, to give you an update of what are my thoughts on the show. Um, if I can, if I can't, I'll jump on my Instagram stories to talk about it. So jump over and follow me on Instagram. It's RCB __ TV. Okay, so that's it for me today, guys. If you haven't already, please share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment below what your top Olympia predictions are, and I'll see you for the next video. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.